has, well, it's a more intriguing title, The Captive Nightingale, German romantic rarities for soprano, clarinet and piano, or at least most of them are rarities. Schubert's famous Shepherd on the Rock is unsurprisingly the centrepiece. Well, you have to put it in there because otherwise nobody would know what they were looking at, would they? There's some really unusual things here.
I mean, honestly, when I saw the cover, my heart did sink. I have to confess. I thought, oh my goodness, this is going to be just death. But then when I put the disc on, and I was really captivated, like that nightingale. Really, each track seems to be more lovely than the next, and I have to say this has a lot to do with the artists here. A real Rolls Royce of a voice here. She's able to do anything that she wants, beautifully matched by the burnished sound of her clarinetist. Really first-class music making.
Soprano Elena Xanthudakis, Australian. And when you say each one gets better than the next, we're in trouble. We're starting at the beginning.
We are starting at the beginning because I kept on humming this tune to myself, having listened to it. I could not get it out of my mind, and I thought, how can it be that I have not heard of Andreas Spaeth, who is the composer of this song? This is basically an Alp song. There were hundreds of Alp songs written in the 19th century, and they all say the same thing: how lovely the mountains are, how lovely my homeland is.
Alpenlied, Song of the Alps by Andreas Spaeth, sang by Australian soprano Elena Xanthudakis, clarinetist Jason Xanthudakis, and pianist Clemens Lesker. The opening number from their recital of German rarities for this combination. Natasha was just telling me that when she first heard it, it turned into an earworm and it was just going round her head for the rest of the day. And I love the way he uses the clarinet. There is a sort of combination of a cuckoo at the beginning and then a sort of yodeler in the Alps, doesn't it?
Well, quite a lot of these numbers have that combination because there are so many mountain songs on this disc. And I know that sounds like it should be dull, but I can only promise you it isn't. Each one gives you a slightly different aspect to this whole trope of mountain songs.
I'm loving that voice. I really have enjoyed this.
She is absolutely in control of what she wants to do. And so music, which perhaps in another singer's hands could sound a little bit trite, it actually reminds us of the sheer fun of music making. In a way, it doesn't really matter what she's singing about because she sounds like she's enjoying herself with her chamber musicians, and so she gives us that feeling too.
And she means it, and Schubert's Shepherd on the Rock in the middle is a really good performance as
yes,
well.
It's lovely.
So what have we been missing? Who are these other composers and what are we going to hear next?
Goodness me. Really, when I was listing these names, I thought, oh, what am I going to say about these people because they are so little known. Perhaps Konradin Kreutzer, a little bit better known. Heinrich Proch, I imagine not many people will have heard of. Kalivoda, one or two may have come across. It's not a list which inspires on the page, but it is wonderful when you put the disc in, as I say. I chose a song by Franz von Lachner simply because I thought it was so interesting to compare his setting of this very famous text with Schumann's. And the text is der Herrlichste von allen, which anyone who knows their Frauenliebe und Leben will have Schumann's setting imprinted on their brain. So I really enjoyed listening to Lachner's take on this. In this song, the protagonist, she sings the praises of her lover, and she muses that if he were to choose her to be his wife, she would rejoice, but she would also weep.
He, the noblest of all, majestic, and it turns out just out of reach. Poetry by Chamisso, set to music by Franz Lachner, one of 3 world premiere recordings on this recital of songs for soprano, clarinet and piano from soprano Elena Xanthudakis. It's a studio recording from Sydney, Australia. Do try it. Shepherd on the Rocks as good as it needs to be. So many discoveries to be made here, Natasha. The Captive Nightingale is the title. It's a recent release from Signum Classics, and, well, it is Schubert next.